Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Polimino with KW Big Island. And today at Your Service, we are talking about the big tasks and the small tasks that we have to do every day to be successful. You see, a lot of people procrastinate and they put stuff off and they don't want to do it. And it seems too big or there's too much anxiety around it. And I get it. I get there too. There's no question about it. But one of the things that you can do is take the big task and really chunk it down into small little bite-sized pieces. Now, I know this is not, revolutionary news, but I just wanted you to start thinking about, how do I make progress? How do I make progress each day towards a bigger goal? A lot of people will say, well, I'm going to write a book. And some people think, well, writing a book, wow, that's a big task. I mean, that causes me anxiety just thinking about it. And, but we could chunk that down and say, well, maybe it's not such a big task. What if we had a goal of just writing for 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week? If we were writing for 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, before you know it, we'd have a book. Same thing with like lead generation in real estate, right? Everybody thinks lead generation, like they get anxious just thinking about it. And they're like, the task or the idea of making 20 contacts a day, they just put it off, right? They just keep procrastinating. They don't do it. But what if we just started small? What if we just did like 3 contacts a day? Let's just start with 3. I'm going to call 3 people and see if they need help buying, selling, or investing in real estate. And let's just make that our goal. 3 a day. But at the end of the week, we've talked to 15 people. And if it went pretty well, maybe we up that from 3 to 5. I mean, that's one of the ways that we can just chunk it down into these little bite-sized pieces where we are making progress every week on our business. The other thing I would say to you is, when it comes to things like lead generation, do things that you like to do. I had a guy on my team in Colorado, a terrific buyer's agent, and he came into my office. He said, I'm so excited to get started. And I said, well, what are you doing for lead generation? And he said, well, I'm going to go knock doors. I thought, oof, I can't imagine going and knocking doors. Like, that would not be at the top of my list. There's so many other things I could do, but knocking doors. He said, no, I love getting in front of people and meeting people face to face. And the truth of the matter is, he had a very kind of boy next door look to him, and he came across as like really sincere and very genuine when he spoke to you. So I actually thought he had a chance. And he went out later that day, the first day, and I knew he was knocking this one neighborhood beginning at 4:00. And at 4:30, I get a phone call, and he says, hey, Dan, I am sitting with some people in their townhome in such and such complex, and we're talking about selling. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, didn't you this is your first day door knocking, and you're literally in someone's living room? Yeah, he was getting a listing after only like his 3rd door that he knocked. And he went on to knock the rest of that neighborhood and pick up 2 more listings. He was a natural. He was so good at it. And he came back in, and I said, listen, whatever you do, don't do anything else. Like, don't do social media, don't do email blasts, don't do cold calling, don't do any of that. Just keep knocking doors, because you do it and you do it well, and people like you. So much so that they invite him into his living room, complete stranger. But who knows? Find something that you like, because if you're doing a lead generation method that you hate, there's absolutely no chance that you're going to stick to it. All right, I hope that was super helpful today. And as always, if we can help build your business, contact us here at KW Big Island. We would love to be at your service.